Cue music.
I don't want gossip and talk.
A cultural expression evolved by and for the youth of today.
A little bit spicy, but not too raw, you know what I mean?
A party that's fun for all.
Do you see what's happening to the youth of today?
Now here it is, your moment of zen.
Daily Nugget.
You're listening to the Daily Nugget, dnugget.com for Tuesday, January 25th. It's Tijuana Tuesday. My name is Andy. Sam is with me, who is our Eastern correspondent, if you will. Jenn.
I'm north of you.
But you're Asian, so you may be north, but your heart is in the east, the far east.
That's right.
Right.
Thank you.
You have Eastern roots.
Yeah. So,
okay.
And he's really good at StarCraft, because every Korean is good at StarCraft.
That is not true, actually.
That is the stereotype that you need to live up, Sam.
Then I'm going to be in trouble.
We also have Jenn with us.
Yes, hello.
Who is waiting for Mr. Right. Still waiting. Janelle is also with us as well.
Hello, yes. And I don't know what StarCraft is, so...
It's okay. You don't have to know.
All right. Okay.
Your life will neither be enriched or unenriched by it.
That's good, because you know what? I don't really need one more thing in my brain.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's tough for a woman of your stature.
Watch out.
I don't know what you insulted. You insulted many different people there.
That was a lovely half compliment.
I know, right? Okay, moving on.
All right. Let's try this again. Okay. Well, talking about this river, has anyone been to Canada or wanted to go to Canada?
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't say I wanted to go to Canada.
Or made fun of Canadians?
I've made fun of lots of Canadians, that's for sure.
Okay, then that works. Well, these are some Canadians that you can probably appreciate.
Yes.
There is a river in Canada called the Gold Stream River. And apparently on December 30th, it turned fluorescent green.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it looks like it should be in some weird, like, I don't know, like some sort of movie, like a superhero movie sort of thing, you know. Where
it looks radioactive.
Yeah, it's a cartoon, and so he's in the radioactive river is where the cartoon character gets his powers or something. But apparently, it wasn't pollution or anything like that. Apparently, I don't know. It's called it's a synthetic organic compound, which does that mean it just breaks down? I'm not quite sure, but it's fluorescein, which is a fluorescer, and it made it green. Apparently it's a non-toxic substance, but apparently they had to do lots and lots of research on this to make sure that everything was going to be okay. I don't know. When you get to the point where you're putting green fluorescent stuff into big rivers, don't you need to find something better to do?
Well, I think this points out one very solid fact about Canada. It's boring up there.
How many Kool-Aid packets do you think it took?
Well, and think about how many bags of sugar you need to make it taste good.
They need to come to Oklahoma. We could put them.
Hey, now wait a minute. Before you start talking about that thing people do things better in Oklahoma, there's a town in Oklahoma where they have rattlesnake days. And during rattlesnake days, you go into the desert and you find rattlesnakes. And you hunt them, and you bring them back into town, and you're given money. This is the town's yearly festival. Also, something that Oklahomans do for fun is called noodling. And that is where you go into a lake. It's called noodling. You go into a lake.
It's very dangerous.
And you go where there's big old catfish, mean catfish.
Oh, I saw this on TV.
Catfish apparently like to hang out in muddy areas where there's kind of little openings. And I think I should leave the rest to my my correspondent, my wife, who knows people who have done this firsthand.
I was talking to a group of my coworkers, and this guy from Canada went noodling,
for the first time, and he said it's the craziest thing he's ever done, because you hold your breath and you go underwater and you go searching for these holes, and you could find anything. And so he's like, how tall are you, Andy?
6'2".
Andy's 6'2". My coworker's like, I would say 6'5", 6'4", 6'5". He said he had his whole body like submerged into this one hole, and his other, like, the person who was with him, like, had him by the feet and like was looking for this catfish, and like he finally got a hold of the catfish. They pull him out of this hole, and like the catfish is like wrestling him, and like ended up biting his leg, and he still has a scar on the leg.
With scars, and you have to let the catfish bite you to pull them out. That's the whole point. You have to bite your hand.
Yeah.
They latch on. Yes.
Yeah.
The whole gist is your bait for the catfish.
Not smart.
It's like, hey, I don't have a pole and I don't have bait, so let's use my arm. Best idea ever.
Was you said that the guy was in the hole and he was 6'2"? Was he like a man eating catfish?
He's taller than Andy. No, he said like the hole went so deep that he just submerged his whole body into this hole.
Because that sounded smart.
Only his feet. And this is a guy who doesn't normally go noodling. This was like, he told me his second time going out, but he's from Canada, so he's pretty crazy.
Who really says, "Hey, I'm going out noodling today"?
A lot of people. You're not going to believe.
Sam, you're not from Oklahoma. You have no idea.
That this is something that people like, and you can only do it. There's a certain time period. It's not like all summer long. It's really only like 4 weeks or 3 weeks out of the summer that you can go do this. That it's like prime noodling season.
How did this name come about?
Let me just say that might be better than the other names that can be used for noodling. According to Wikipedia,
oh boy,
other names that can be used are catfisting, graveling, hogging, dogging, gurgling, tickling, and stumping.
Oh, tickling.
That doesn't make any sense.
And apparently, noodling is currently legal in 11 of the 50 United States.
Yeah.
11?
I didn't know it was illegal.
I don't know. Yeah, but how can you outlaw someone being dumb? Well, they try to.
Be able to.
Oh, they've tried it many times, and it just makes people
There's
worse.
that.
It's a really good way to weed out your friends and see who is like a risk taker and who's pretty dumb. You just ask people who's gone noodling, and then you'll have somebody go, "Oh yeah, that's so much fun! It's awesome! You should come sometime. It's great." Nope. Those are the ones you need to watch out for.
How do I unfriend somebody in real life?
Exactly.
Well, Jen, I have a question for Jen. Have you ever been?
I have not. I've been invited multiple times, but I have declined.
I would like to think that Jen and Janelle, you two are ladies of high virtue, so you wouldn't participate in such acts as catfisting, hogging, dogging, gurgling, tickling, and definitely not stumping.
Maybe tickling, but not like that.
Nor would we go snipe hunting. Don't ask us.
What?
We're not going to go there either.
This conversation just gets...
Well, you have weaponry, Janelle.
I do have weaponry. I don't want to waste it on those dumb snipes.
If you would like to talk about your adventures in catfisting, let us know.
Snipe hunting.
Tickling.
Hogging, dogging, gurgling, and stumping.
Hey, Sam, what are you going to go do today? I'm going tickling.
Yeah.
It's better than snipe hunting.
We may have to save that for another episode of the Daily Nugget. Apparently, Janelle has got some things to say about snipe hunting.
I don't like.
Let us know what you think. Leave a comment at dnugget.com or nuggethatemail@gmail.com.